Okay, it is 1 o'clock, folks. Thank you for joining us this afternoon with the Thanksgiving holiday and the schedule as it is. We are having our provider meeting today, and I thank you so much for joining us. There are handouts available to download. My name is Liliana Howard. I'm your Professional Development Manager, and I just want to go ahead and give you a heads up. The order of the agenda is going to be adjusted a little bit. Miss Janet Honor has a meeting that she has to go to, so we're going to let her start first today. And let me just check and make sure I have her notes and I have her. But after Miss Janet Honor, it'll be Mary, who will continue with school readiness. And then I have partner updates. So if you're a partner online and you have something you want to share, please make sure you raise your hand. And after Miss Mary does her information about school readiness, I will check for partner updates. Okay. So again, just a heads up, please make sure you download the handouts, and Miss Janet will go first today, and then Miss Mary, and then we'll do partner updates. And Janet, it says that you are self-muted.
Hi, everyone. Okay, thank you all for adjusting with us. So we're going to get started right into VPK progress monitoring. You know that we discuss this every provider meeting. Right now, we're gearing up for progress monitoring PM2. So I want to encourage you to go to the ELC website and look up your PM dates. You have all 3 PM windows there on the ELC website. If you do not see your dates listed there, please email me and I will get you your dates and update that list on our website. The next thing I want to scroll down for me, Lily. The next thing I want to talk to you about is Renaissance reports. Okay, these reports are very important. I'm not going to read every note that's listed on each report, but you have the STAR test activity report. If you are a director, you want to be able to pull this report to make sure that your teachers, your staff is completing the PM testing on all of your students. You want to make sure that that non-participation status is on the report for that student, okay? The STAR screening report, that's another report that you need to run after the test has been done. You want to see where the students are. Are they above the benchmark or below the benchmark? Along with the instructional planning for the student and for the group. You want to use these reports to let you know what do I need, what do my teachers need to work with the students on, where are they low at? Go down for me also, Lily. Okay, now that I've said that, after PM testing has been completed, I I go in and I run some reports and I see how many students that we have that needs intervention are on the watch. From my report from Renaissance, um, there are 733 children that are on needs intervention and on the watch. 154 of those students are urgent intervention. 276 of those students are in intervention status, and then we have 303 students that are on the watch. I want to encourage you guys to please take the time and run your reports. Run them on the students individually and then run it on the classroom as well. And work with your teachers on updating these lesson plans to see what they can do to support the students and getting their their scores up in progress monitoring. I know everything is not about testing, but we want to make sure that the students are able to comprehend and understand what it is that you are teaching them. Okay. Also want to let you know there are 1,247 students that are at or above the benchmark.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yay!
So please, please, please make sure that you're doing this. When you test the kids for PM2, when you test the kids for PM2, that first test, that's going to be the data that's going to be captured. Now you have another, few weeks before your PM3 starts. You can always test the children again just to see where they are, from that first initial PM2 test. And then you want to run these same reports again. And when you go up for me, one more, Lily, just go up for me. When you run that instructional planning report for the student in the classroom, there's a little lightning rod by by the goals or the activities that the students in the class as a whole need to work on. I want you guys to compare those activities and goals to the standards, to the VPK standards, okay? And incorporate that into your lesson plan. Make sure you're having parent teacher conference. Make sure you're telling the parents what you're working on with the students in the class so that you can encourage the parents to do some of the same activities at home because it is a partnership, okay? All right, so that's my spiel. I said that very quickly. Mary's going to take over for me and discuss school readiness. If you have any questions in regards to progress monitoring, please feel free to email me, jhonor@elc-marion.org. Look up your dates on the ELC website. Okay, you don't see your date, give me an email. I'll get them to you, and we'll make sure that that list is updated. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day.
And just to back up, Janet, just wanted to show you, this is our ELC website. You go to providers resources, scroll down to VPK provider documents, and right there, the second one is the provider's progress monitoring dates. You click on that, and that gives the dates. And I'm going to go ahead and close that real quick. Woo! Before any private information gets shown. But anyway, or before we go too far, but just so you know where exactly to find it.
Well, but before I go, Lily said before any private information is shown. There is no private information here. It's just your name and just your dates. Every provider is listed there. Every provider's PM dates are listed for all three windows. So there's no personal information that's shared on this list. I just want to assure you guys that. Okay?
Thank you,
Bye,
Janet.
everyone.
That's why she's my work wife. She keeps me straight. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and unmute Mary. Let me find you, Mary. There you are, Mary, and you are unmuted, but I can't hear you for some reason. I still can't hear you. I am in my cubby. Yes, I am. Bear with us, folks. Just one moment, please.
Yeah, my connection links are not working.
Okay.
I use the one that was sent.
Do you want to?
You can read it. That's all you got to do. Just read it.
All right, guys. Hang in there. Let me get. I'm going to go ahead and help Mary out here and go ahead and. So basically, we are talking about school readiness. Provider documents. You want to make sure that you're uploading your documents. If you don't want to have any troubles with procedures and attendance and all that kind of stuff, please keep your documents updated and uploaded in a timely manner. Email reminders are sent 30, 60, and 90 days to help you stay in compliance, but you have to do the rest. There's only so much we can do. So this is just a friendly reminder of that. Holiday schedules. The holidays are coming up. Woo woo! Please contact Provider Relations Department if you're going to make any changes to your holiday schedule. prior to the holiday. Doesn't do any good to do it after the holiday. We want to make sure this is done in a timely manner. And because this is also going to require a contract change, right? It's going to require an amendment that will have to be signed, and amendments take time to get signed because not only do you have to sign them, but our CEO, Ms. Carrie Thel, has to sign them as well, and that takes time. So if you are going to make changes to your holidays, you want to make sure you do them well in advance. School readiness closure calendar. Please make sure your closure calendar matches your holiday schedule. If there are any updates needed to be made to the closure calendars, please contact Provider Relations. And our Provider Relations department includes our lovely Miss Mary Brewster and Cheyenne and Janet. Okay. All right. Any questions? Let me see. I don't see any questions. Let me see if we have any partner updates. I'm looking for raised hands. Anybody got anything they want to share from our partners online? Don't see any raised hands. Okay, so I'm going to move on. One of our partners that is not online but that we are working with is Interfaith. And in the handouts included with Janet's notes is our flyers for the Interfaith hygiene drive and food program drive. Is anybody out there familiar with Interfaith? Can you guys hear me and see my screen? Just touching base, making sure you're alive out there. Oh, yes, lovely, thank you. So Interfaith does a lot of stuff for Marion County, but one of the things that they do is they make backpacks for food for children who don't have food that they can take home and so that they can eat over the weekend. And we are collecting a food drive here at the coalition. Feel free to drop off food. It started yesterday, and we're going to be collecting food up until December 13th. Say it with me, folks. December 13th is the last day to drop this off. But these flyers have a list of the things that they're looking for that they send home with the kiddos on the weekends to make sure they have something to eat. I think it would be very surprising to you to know just how many children have to go home to a house that doesn't have food. It's pretty sad. So any donations or help you guys want to contribute to that is very welcomed, and we look forward to that. The other thing that we're also taking in for donations for Interfaith is a hygiene drive. And this is for citizens and individuals who are trying to get a job, and they actually have a place where they can take a shower and get clean clothes and stuff. And one of the things that they do is they give them a little hygiene packet with these items, shampoo and conditioner, so they can get cleaned up so that they can get a job and try to make that transition to the next step in their lives of being independent. So that is another program that Interfaith has, and any donations of these items would be greatly appreciated. Again, the coalition is accepting donations up until December 13th. We will be delivering everything that weekend. Okay. With that being said, let me go ahead and make sure Miss Elizabeth is available. Miss Elizabeth, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, everybody. I just have a couple of updates, and it's funny, I think Mary and I were sharing a brain cell because I wanted to talk to you about holidays and just remind you to really look at your closure calendars and make sure that you actually close when you say you're going to close, because it's very difficult for us to change your to update the calendars and to work with your attendance forms and things of that nature. Let me put my handouts in the, give me just a second. I'm sorry, everybody. Let me put my handout in the I saved it and now I don't know where it went. So hold on. Actually, let me just share my screen if I can. Maybe not. I'm sorry. 1 second. It is not allowing me to do that.
I stopped sharing my screen, so you should be able to share your screen now.
Okay, thank you. Sharing, show my screen. No one can see your screen. Click start to start sharing, and it will not, it doesn't allow me to have that option. So let me see if I can put this in the handouts so that so one of the things I wanted to talk about was just the reminder of the holidays. And I also put in there, when I can get it pulled up, the coalition's closure dates. So often what happens though for us, we are closed on certain days, and we want to make sure you understand that so that you're not trying to get a hold of us on days that we are closed. I'm sorry, I'm not good at multitasking, everybody. However, I'm going to make sure you all get this. Another piece that I wanted to share with you, let me see, maybe I can put it from a different area here.
Okay, I'm making you presenter. I think, see if that works.
That does work. Okay, now it gives me the option.
There you go.
No matter how many times we do this, folks, it never gets easier. I don't know why. So let me see if I can show.
There you go.
Do you all see something that says November?
I see agenda.
You see our agenda. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. So this was the holiday reminder, and I will make sure that Lily gets this to send out with everybody. I'm going to try to put it in the handouts in just a second. But here are the coalition holidays, and I also included when the Marion County Public Schools are on break. One of the things that they ended up changing this year was their hurricane makeup day. Oh, I'm sorry. So they moved their hurricane makeup day to January 7th. So they will actually be in school. So if you're a provider and you're following the Marion County Public Schools, then you want to make sure that you are up to date on those hurricane closure dates. And I just was able to put my update that you're looking at on the screen into the attachments so that you can have it. Now this is all of the holidays that the coalition has of it, that will be closed for the rest of this fiscal year and going into 2025. Those are just for your planning purposes. All right. Do I have any questions?
No questions at this time.
Awesome. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that we are going to be kicking off a Dolly Parton's Imagination Library contest for our childcare providers to see who can get the most children at your site enrolled. So stay tuned for more information on that. You will have the opportunity. We're going to assign, for providers that would like to participate, we're actually going to assign you a specific code so that we can keep track of how many kids you get enrolled every month. And then the provider the center that enrolls the most children each month, and the family childcare home will also, they will both receive a set of Dolly's books. So an entire collection of the 5 years worth of children's books that each aged group of child gets in the mail. This is just one more way that the coalition is trying to support your literacy efforts as well, and create a library at home for the kiddos so that they have their own books. They come in the mail to them, registered in their name. So I loved many moons ago when my son was little, we actually had this here in Marion County when he was small. It's been a long time. We are just celebrating, actually I think it's September 2025 will be, no, I'm sorry, in March of 2025 will be our 1-year kickoff of this program. So we would like to invite you to participate and possibly win a set of their books. And all of her books are vetted through professionals who choose the titles based on developmental ages of the children that are enrolled. So more to come on that. If you know for sure that you would like to participate in this and you would like a chance to get your children enrolled at your site, we will not be doing it through our website or the Dolly website. We're going to be giving you paper forms so that we can keep track. And basically you just upload them to BlueJean like you do your sign in and out sheets every month. So if you know you want to participate, you can send an email over to me or to quality@elc-marion.org, and we'll make sure we get you in the list. Okay, here we go again, guys. Some of you may have seen, it's currently called Invest 99L, and it is down very south of us near Cuba, I believe. But it is a possible hurricane that may be impacting our area next week. So while we are still, some places are still recovering, those of you that are familiar with Central Florida, Sarasota, Pinellas area, a lot of people still recovering. Some people only just got their electricity back from Milton, you know. There is this storm that's brewing though out there, and it is, it's what's the word I'm looking for? They think it's going to turn into a hurricane this weekend there. So
Tropical
please,
storm.
right. Yeah, well, no, it'll be a hurricane. It's slated to become a hurricane over the weekend. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is stay vigilant, pay attention to the news, and go ahead and start preparing now so that you're not worried about it at the last minute, getting whatever secured at your site or, you know, taking pictures of anything, because we had a few providers that did respond to our survey about Hurricane Milton that did have that sustained some damage. So do what you can do now. We have the weekend coming up. You know, this was just a good time for me to let you know this is out there. So if you go to the link on the page, that's the National Hurricane Center, they keep you up to date on what's happening with Invest 99L at this time. But right now, please note there is no state of emergency for Florida. We will keep you in the loop if there are closure dates that will happen next week. We'll definitely let you know. So please just pay attention and get prepared ahead of time. And that's that. Let's see, let me pause and see if there's any questions.
No questions at this time.
Okay, thank you. And the last thing I wanted to share, I think it's the last thing, I might have one more thing. We are currently enrolling for our third Incredible Years parenting course. It is a 14-week course that encourages parents to really open their thought processes to how they are parents. It is open to the Marion County residents that have children between the ages of 3 and 5 years old. This course is facilitated by it is evidence-based, and we have certified facilitators on staff here that bring this course to us. And it is a game changer for parenting. The whole purpose of it is to assist in teaching parents how to handle behavior issues and learn other options for discipline and structure aside from corporal punishment. So one of the big things that they focus on is other ways to support your children and to really, you know, go from that negative to the positive. So if there's a lot of temper tantrums, a lot of behavior issues, I'm bringing this to you because we're openly enrolling for our third cohort that will start in January 2025. Childcare is provided and dinner is provided, but there's very limited space. So if you know of a family that could really benefit from something like this, please have them contact Ruth Velez, who's our parent educator, and she will get them she'll get them registered and we'll get some information from them. The other thing is, I'm also bringing this to you because in the future, there is an Incredible Years teacher component. So there is an opportunity in the future that will include professional development for teachers. This is, if you Google the Incredible Years, it is evidence-based. It's been used for many, many, many years all around the country. I believe it's international as well. It's been proven to help with the behavior issues that we're seeing in the classrooms. And I know you've heard that before, and we have been offering a lot of behavior support, professional development. Lily has brought you Discovery Sources Behavior Boot Camp and other pieces to help support your teachers. But in the future, we'll be bringing the Incredible Years component to our teachers as well, because it is doing wonders for the parents that participate in this course. So if you know of anybody, maybe some of the parents that you're working with currently, this could be a game changer for them. Any questions? Let's see.
Not at this time.
Nope. Okay. I
Mhm.
think that is it for me.
Family diaper support available?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I didn't put that on this sheet, but on Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m., the coalition is providing diapers to families that qualify. In order to qualify, they just really have to be participating in one of our programs or receiving some sort of assistance. So if they receive SNAP benefits, or if they are receiving Medicaid, or if we get a referral from another entity that they're homeless, they would be eligible for diapers. They can come in and get a pack of 25 diapers and wipes once a month, and that way it just helps. And I wanted to bring this out because a lot of parents didn't know that we were still doing this. So we do have diaper day every Thursday from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. So we stay up late to help support the parents that are working and need those diapers. That being said, we're also looking for partners who would like to work with us to acquire diaper donations and wipes. So if you know of a church entity or anybody that, or maybe you have family or friends or somebody that works at like Target or Walmart or Dollar General, and they are throwing away open diaper packages, we follow the National Diaper Bank example of how we package diapers. They repackage their diapers and we do the same thing. And that way it's equitable for everybody. Everybody gets the same amount of diapers no matter what size the child is in. As you know, the bigger they get, the less that come in a package. So if you know of anybody that would like to support that or partner with us, please let me know. They can shoot me an email directly at ediola@elc-marion.org, and I would probably connect them over with our early childhood people, which is Dr. Michelle Grant Harris and Ruth Velez, and we will partner, and we would love to do that. So that's it for me.
All right. Thank you so much.
And let me stop sharing my screen so you can have it back.
I love how we share back and forth. It's just so
I do
cool.
too. We're good sharers.
Yeah. All right. And I need you to make me the presenter, please, when you can.
Okay, let me do that right now.
And I'm the other ELCMC staff organizer, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah. I had to figure out you were the first one, I'm the second one.
Am I?
Yeah, on my end anyway.
Oh, on my end, you're first. Yay, teamwork.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
you should be.
Okay. All right. Can you guys still hear me? And let me see if I can. No, I don't want to show my screen. And can you guys see the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. The next on our agenda is the lovely Miss Michaela Powell, our compliance corner director. And let me just make sure that she is unmuted. Michaela. There you are, Michaela. It says you're self-muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to go over a few attendance issues that have been observed. We're going to pull strictly from the rule 6M-4.500. Daily attendance documentation shall be maintained by each school readiness provider. The provider must record daily child attendance using a paper sign-in and sign-out form or electronic attendance tracking system that is maintained at the provider site to validate the attendance data. For electronic attendance systems, the provider must back up records on a regular basis to safeguard against loss. The sign-in and sign-out forms will vary by provider, but they must contain the following information. It must contain the provider's name, the child's first and last name, the time signed in and signed out, the date, which includes the month, day, and year, and then an authorized signature or electronic attendance tracking system that records the date, the child's name, and electronic signature, card swipe, entry of a personal identification number, or a similar daily action taken by the parent or other person dropping off or picking up the child to or from the provider site. An authorized signature or paper electronic. It includes any provider designee for children who are transported via school to or from the provider site, or a parent or person authorized by the parent is documented in writing and or on file with the provider. Okay, we have experienced a few common issues that I will advise you of. The common issues that we're seeing is providers signing children in or out but are not authorized. Children's names or parent names spelled incorrectly. They must match the enrollment certificate or the information that is on the portal. The site name spelled incorrectly. Again, it must match what the information that we have. Please note that siblings must be signed in and out individually. We've experienced children being signed in and out on days coded as holiday or scheduled closure days. Parents signing the first name only. Days claimed on attendance not matching the sign in and sign out sheet. We have, if you're 24-hour care, please indicate AM or PM on your sign in and sign out sheets. For any electronic signatures, if you're having issues, please have the parent sign on a manual sign in and sign out document and document the issue for that day. Also, parents pre-signing in or out for the whole month, then adding the times daily. So you can't do that as well. So please take heed to these observations that we are seeing. When you are submitting your attendance monthly, please take a moment just to review it prior to sending for some of those observations, and go ahead and update or contact any of the counselors to see, what you need, any documentation to verify any of the issues that you're having. Also, if there are any corrections made to any of the sign in, sign out sheets, please make sure that the person that is making the correction is the person that is signing, stating that the correction was made, or any issue. If they signed on the wrong date and they are saying that they signed on the wrong date and they're redoing it, then that needs to be documented, but it needs to be the person that actually signed on the wrong date to actually make that correction. Any questions?
I don't see any questions at this time, Miss Michaela. Just double checking. Nope. Okay.
If you do have any further questions, you can email me or you can give me a call.
All right. And Miss Melissa Masonette, would you like to give an update on VPK and SR program assessment? It says that you are self-muted.
Good afternoon, everybody. I don't have any updates so far. I just want to, share out the providers that are being observed already. I want just everybody to keep doing the good work, good job that everybody's doing. Just make sure that you're verifying your emails and that you're reading all the emails and using those attachment that I've been sending everybody when I send the 2 weeks windows, because that is going to help you and your teachers uh, to succeed during your observation. And if anybody have any questions about observations or about windows, feel free to contact me, email me. That is um, the best way to reach out to me, because I'm almost every day out in the field. So, but if you email me, I will contact you and help you with any questions or concerns that you will have about observations. And that will be all. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Miss Melissa. All right, and I just want to reiterate, folks, that there are a lot of resources out there, and Nancy Rodriguez works with Melissa Masonette, and she's not just an observer, she's also very good at giving technical assistance and class education. Please, 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 those resources that Melissa shares when she sends out those 2-week windows, which, by the way, she sends them out way before the 2 weeks. She like sends it out like almost 6 weeks sometimes. Are there to help you. Please take advantage of them, and let the coalition know. Reach out to us at quality@elc-marion.org if you guys are looking for any more resources to help support you in your class education, because this is your class assessment scores do determine your contracting, not only in school readiness, but also in VPK now. Very important. Speaking of professional development and resources, I want to make it, just wanted to give you guys a heads up that there is no provider meeting for the month of December. Let me give that a minute to sink in. Okay, I'm going to repeat that one more time. There is no provider meeting in the month of December. Our next provider meeting is going to be in January 22nd. So I'm going to say that one more time. Our next provider meeting is January 22nd. Okay. So the other thing is that the next CPR and first aid class is going to be in January. There is no professional development in December, other than a makeup class for OK to Play and VPK. And those of you who are participating in that, you know who you are. Annie is reaching out to you guys regarding that, but there is no more professional development classes until January, and this includes CPR and first aid. I've gotten a lot of calls about CPR and first aid. The next one will be in January 11th, and registration will be open around the second week of December. So again, you're going to want to make sure that you're paying attention to our website and you pay attention to the calendar on our website, because there is a whole list of all the courses that we're going to be offering that are available. And just in case you need a friendly reminder how to get there, you go to our website. Here's the calendar. And here's not only the professional development that's available, but also all the events and things that are going on. And you can see the diaper assistance is here and all the information is available. We're going to be at Light Up Ocala. You got Kaleidoscope and Play. This calendar is a really good way to connect with the coalition and our services. And gosh, I cannot believe it's going to be 2025, y'all. Crazy. So you go to 2025. You can see we have our family engagement course here. Still have a few openings. You can click here for registration. This tells you all about it. And then here for registration. Look at there. Still got 14 spots left if anybody wants to show up.